In a world obsessed with flashy promotions and billion-dollar contracts, there was one man who defied every trend in boxing and retired undefeated. His name was Rocky Marciano. Known for his relentless work ethic and unparalleled willpower, he became a legend, not just in the ring, but also as a symbol of toughness. Unlike today's fighters, who often rely on high-tech gear, scientific meal plans, and custom walkouts, Rocky trained like a machine. His journey is not just about lifting weights, conducting sparring sessions, or perfecting his technique, but also about mental toughness, discipline, and sheer determination. Despite starting boxing at the age of 23, considered ancient for a newcomer, he transformed himself into an unstoppable force. He believed that greatness is not merely handed out, but rather earned through rigorous training, pain, and sacrifice. This isn't your typical boxing story. It's a saga of grit, hard work, and the embodiment of toughness. Rocky's dedication was second to none, and the methods he employed during his grueling training camps remain legendary. As we delve into the life of Rocky Marciano, we'll uncover the secrets behind his success, the brutal training regimen, and the unwavering mindset that kept him undefeated throughout his career. What can today's fighters learn from him? Why do modern athletes shy away from the methods that work for Rocky? Join us as we explore this incredible journey of a man who has become a blueprint for resilience and focus in the boxing world. Humble beginnings and early life. Rocky Marciano, born Rocco Marciano in 1923, was a tough kid from the wrong side of Brockton, Massachusetts. His parents were Italian immigrants who struggled to make ends meet. They moved to America in search of a better life, but the harsh realities of poverty were all around them. Rocky's father worked tirelessly at a local shoe factory, making just $18 a week, providing little for his family. Like many children of that era, Rocky faced challenges early on. He dropped out of school after the 10th grade, feeling the pressure to help support his family. The need for money was urgent, and he took on various jobs to contribute, working hard in the hot sun and understanding what it meant to labor physically. He later reflected on these experiences, noting they were his first real trainers. With each job he undertook, he built a level of toughness that most young people never faced. It was during this time that Rocky began to develop the mental fortitude necessary to succeed in boxing. His life was a mix of hardship and resilience, shaping a character that would not shy away from pain. This determination would eventually guide him toward boxing, a sport that would challenge him in unimaginable ways. Interestingly, he might never have found boxing if Uncle Sam hadn't drafted him into the Army in 1943. It was there, under the watchful eye of Sergeant, that they discovered his remarkable punching power. This discovery would change the course of his life, setting him on his path to glory and allowing him to rise above his humble beginnings. Starting late in boxing, at 23 years old, considered ancient for someone starting a boxing career, Rocky Marciano faced numerous challenges, and doubts were plentiful. Most professional boxers began their journeys as teens, honing their skills through countless fights, developing their craft from a young age. In contrast, Rocky's first amateur fights were, in many ways, a clumsy and awkward affair, where he struggled to find his footing in the ring. His trainer, Charlie Goldman, looked at the young Rocky, sizing him up, and expressed skepticism about his prospects. Yet, despite the odds stacked against him, Marciano held a fierce determination that set him apart from others. He understood that he couldn't rely solely on talent or innate ability, which he often felt was lacking. Instead, he focused on an unbreakable rule: outwork every man alive. This relentless work ethic became the cornerstone of his approach. While others might have found comfort in their youth and experience, Rocky threw himself into grueling training sessions, transforming what could have been a disadvantage into a unique advantage. He trained with the fury of someone fighting for their life. Each session was an opportunity, not just to catch up, but to forge ahead. In a sport where youth typically reigns supreme, Rocky's late start became a testament to his incredible willpower and tenacity, ultimately proving that sheer determination could defy the conventional timeline of success. Extreme training routine. Rocky Marciano's training routine was legendary, to say the least, and it went far beyond what most fighters are willing to endure, pushing the limits of human endurance and resilience. He was known for running extensive distances, often lacing up combat boots with weights sewn into the soles, a method that added resistance while he ran 10 miles or more, often in harsh conditions such as snow. Instead of typical workout gear, he would don a heavy wool suit, designed to soak up moisture and increase his sweat output, resulting in immense discomfort, but also an unparalleled work ethic. His determination was fueled by a mindset that champions never take days off, a belief that became evident when witnesses recalled seeing him run through blizzards. Comment from his trainer Angelo Dundee reflected this ethos, describing how Rocky continued running while others opted to stay indoors. Additionally, his strength training was equally intense, utilizing a custom-made 300-pound heavy bag, far heavier than the average boxing bag. He would unleash a barrage of punches for 30 minutes straight, with no breaks, creating an atmosphere of relentless punishment that molded his power and stamina over time. Not satisfied with just land-based routines, he incorporated water training, shadowboxing underwater to develop his strength and endurance further, engaging in this resistance. Practice helped enhance his lung capacity, essential for enduring late-round fights. Marciano's work ethic transcended ordinary gym training, combining extreme cardio, intense strength workouts, and innovative resistance techniques, resulting in the making of a boxer who was not only physically dominant, but also mentally tough enough to withstand any trial that came his way. His extreme training regimen set a standard that remains nearly unattainable in the world of modern boxing. Power and endurance building. Rocky Marciano used a custom 300-pound heavy bag to build explosive power, pounding it relentlessly for up to an hour. This bag, 3 times heavier than what most boxers use, was his secret weapon in developing a punch that could change the course of a fight. Every session on that heavy bag was a war against physical limits, forging not just strength, but also sheer willpower. To add to the intensity, Marciano would tie his feet together with string while swinging, a method that forced him to focus on perfect balance and footwork. Each slip meant starting over, reinforcing his commitment to precision. In addition to this, he transformed his fight training into a rigorous regimen involving water. He shadowboxed underwater, wading into a pool where resistance fought against every jab and cross. This innovative training technique built muscle and significantly improved lung capacity, which was vital for those grueling late rounds. As he swung through the water, he was not there to cool off. He was forging an edge that few could match in the ring. Marciano's battles were marked by relentless cardio, hitting the pavement every day for long runs in weighted boots, pushing his body beyond what many deemed possible. This commitment to never cutting corners meant that he developed unmatched stamina. Even his swim across Peton Lake, a mile each way, was structured to maximize power development. Each of these brutal training elements came together to produce a fighter whose endurance and strength both reached legendary status, ensuring that when he stepped into the ring, he was a force to be reckoned with. Mental toughness and pain conditioning. Mental toughness is often described as the ability to push through adversity and remain focused, even in the face of extreme discomfort. It is the cornerstone of a fighter's success, a trait that distinguishes champions from mere contenders. This was something that Rocky Marciano mastered throughout his formidable career. He viewed pain not as a deterrent, but as a signal that he was on the right path. Training to withstand suffering led him to develop a unique relationship with discomfort, conditioning his mind and body to embrace it each day. For Marciano, drills such as the infamous towel bite drill showcased his perspective perfectly. He would fold a towel, bite down, and have his trainer deliver full-force body shots. This wasn't an act of masochism, but a method to teach his body and mind to endure what others would find unbearable. He understood that the strongest fighters are often those who can withstand the most punishment, able to persevere when the going gets tough. Likewise, the rigorous routines he followed helped to build a resilience that few modern fighters can claim. Rocky's approach was straightforward, To outlast everyone in the ring, he had to outwork them in training. Days filled with grueling sprints, long runs through snow, and countless rounds of sparring created not just a physically strong boxer, but a mentally unbreakable one. His ability to dismiss pain allowed him to dominate late rounds, while opponents faltered. This mental conditioning was the secret behind his impressive record, illustrating that true greatness requires not just talent or physical prowess, but a relentless commitment to mental toughness and pain endurance. Diet and disciplined lifestyle. Rocky Marciano's diet was no nonsense, massive, and disciplined, focusing on quality ingredients to fuel his intense training regimen. Breakfast would often consist of oatmeal, eggs, and whole wheat toast, providing him with the necessary energy to tackle his grueling morning workouts. For lunch and dinner, lean meats like steak, chicken, and fish were staples, each paired with a variety of vegetables and fruits. This combination ensured he received ample nutrients without the distractions of processed junk, which was strictly avoided. Sugar highs were out of the question, as Marciano's friend and nutrition advisor, Ali Colomo, kept his portions measured like a drill sergeant, making sure everything served a purpose. Rocky ate like a horse, but only what fueled the machine, ensuring each meal was a building block for his success in the ring. Before a fight, he would cut weight hard, dropping to 185 pounds, then bulk back up, hitting the scales as lean and lethal. To maintain this level of discipline, Marciano would retire for bed by 9:30 p.m. every night, with zero exceptions, leading a lifestyle akin to that of a monk. No nightlife and no distractions meant he could focus solely on his goal, which was to be the champion. This unyielding commitment to a disciplined lifestyle set him apart from modern fighters, who often indulge in cheat days and late-night distractions. Rocky's plate and pillow reflected a level of discipline that made them as essential to his training as his daily workouts. Overall, Marciano's approach to diet and discipline exemplified the extreme dedication needed to achieve greatness. Legacy and why no one trains like Rocky today. Rocky Marciano's legacy is unmatched. His perfect record of 49 wins, with 43 by knockout, stands as an indomitable testament to his relentless training and mental toughness. Yet, in today's boxing landscape, few dare to emulate his legendary methods. The sport has evolved significantly, with modern athletes prioritizing recovery and scientific training protocols, which is a stark contrast to Marciano's grueling regimen. Recovery is as crucial as training, and fighters now often rely on specialists to ensure they do not overtrain. Furthermore, a focus on brain health and protecting against injuries influences today's training philosophies. Rocky's approach, which included sparring sessions that could last up to 100 rounds in a day, would be deemed irresponsible by today's standards. This drastic shift speaks to how the economics of the sport have changed as well. Today's heavyweights earn millions for fewer fights, making career preservation a priority. Marciano's unyielding mentality is also rare today. It takes a unique psychological makeup to endure the level of discomfort he faced. Teddy Atlas noted that while today's athletes desire success, they are often not willing to pay the price that Rocky did. The challenges Rocky confronted were on a different level, physically and mentally, than those of the current generation. He didn't just train to win. He trained as if his life depended on it, instilling a fierce spirit that is hard to replicate in today's world of professional boxing. Ultimately, Marciano serves as a reminder that greatness requires unmatched dedication and pain tolerance, qualities that are increasingly hard to find among modern athletes. The ultimate test. Could you do it? Imagine standing at the edge of the ring, adrenaline pumping, knowing that every punch, every step, every breath counts. Could you run 15 miles, each mile heavier than the last, through freezing temperatures with weighted boots anchoring your feet? Could you punch underwater, where every jab feels like fighting through molasses, each strike testing your limits of endurance? And what about sparring? Could you face 125 rounds, where fatigue and pain become your constant companions, realizing that in each session, you're pushing past what your body believes it can endure? It's not just the physical aspect. It's a mental gauntlet like no other. Do you have the grit to live like a hermit, shunning distractions, sleep by 9:30 p.m., and wake up before the sun graces the horizon? This is not just training. It's a way of life, molded by sheer willpower, demanding sacrifices most wouldn't dare to make. Rocky Marciano did this every day, rising to become an undefeated champion, amidst the agony and the sweat, transforming his body into a fighting machine. The question is, can you endure what he did? Can you embrace discomfort as a close ally, pushing through every barrier? Most would shy away from such intensity, unable to bear the sacrifice required for greatness. But for those who believe in their dreams, who have that unyielding fire, the answer could very well be yes. So, when faced with this ultimate test, would you step up? Would you embrace the path that might lead to greatness, or would you retreat? It's a decision only you can make. Rocky Marciano's incredible journey in the world of boxing reflects not just sheer skill, but an unwavering commitment to hard work, discipline, and mental toughness. His training regimen was nothing short of brutal, designed not only to build physical strength, but to forge an indomitable spirit. While today's fighters enjoy the luxury of advanced technology and modern sports science, it's essential to recognize that greatness has always demanded sacrifice. Marciano embodied this belief. He was relentless, pushing himself beyond limits that most would find unimaginable. His legacy is a reminder that talent alone doesn't guarantee success. The countless hours of grueling training, the intense focus on nutrition, and the dedication to maintaining a disciplined lifestyle separated him from his peers. Marciano wasn't just competing. He was preparing for war, viewing each match as a battle for survival. This philosophy transformed him into an undefeated champion, a status no other heavyweight has achieved since. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions abound and shortcuts are tempting, Marciano's story serves as a wake-up call. It urges aspiring athletes to reconsider their approach, emphasizing that true champions are forged through hardship, dedication, and an unyielding will to prevail. The question remains, are you willing to embrace the same mindset? Can you match his grit and perseverance, maintain that inner fire, and remain disciplined in your pursuits? In essence, to truly grasp the essence of Rocky Marciano is to understand that there are no shortcuts to greatness, and true success reverberates with the echoes of hard work, relentless training, and unwavering spirit.